What's up guys, welcome back to the YouTube. Today I'm going to lead you through a shoulder, chest, and tri workout for part of this rebound phase that I'm in. So the emphasis for this day, and what I've done prior to this, is always trying to bring up chest. I actually think chest is at a good spot now, so I'm trying to restructure with exercise order and exercise selection to put more emphasis on my front and side delts, because I really think, for looking at my stage pics, is that I need more width. So that's what I've programmed today, and most of my push sessions are in this same order. So I'll be starting with 3 compound moves, which the first one being a shoulder press every time I hit my push session. So today I'm starting with a hammer strength shoulder press. Alright, so in this one I'm just going to keep warming up, do as many sets as I need to get up to 2 working sets. And so I'll hit a set of like something between 8 to 12 reps, trying to fail there, then back off and wait and hit something that's 15 plus reps. I'm trying with these to have, in all my exercises this off season, is a really controlled eccentric, like a 3-second negative, and then pressing up full range of motion, which I haven't done much. Like I usually go through like a faster eccentric phase, but I really want to make sure that I'm using the muscle groups I'm intending to throughout this. Usually stick with these. So my rotations, I'll have hammer strength shoulder press, a pin loaded machine press that we have here, and also Smith machine press. So I'm not doing any free barbell pressing. I feel like I bring it down out in front of me, I push it backwards, and it just beats up my shoulder more. So I prefer all these machines for overhead shoulder pressing. I'm already so damn pumped. I love this post-show period. It's like best workouts, best pump ever. You do one set, you just feel like you're fucking explode. So I did 3 plates, hit 8 reps. So you're kind of setting a new logbook at this phase, because you do have some strength drop from peak week and going to your show. So just kind of resetting the logbook, and especially if I'm using a different form, that's changing it too. An important point that I want to make is I took the work volume that I did while I was on prep and modified it going into this week and increased it for certain muscle groups. At the same time, I'm building the workout as I go. So if I feel like, oh man, I tried to do 8 sets of chest today, and I was burnt out at 6, well, I adapt the program and go off that, go to 6 sets and build in that volume when I need to. So I'm accommodating as I need. So next moving on to something chest involvement, doing the carrying incline press. So hit delts, now moving to upper chest. Then my last compound will be, or last movement that I'm really tracking, will be for more mid to lower pec. So kind of moving from the top of the delt down the pec. So I'm doing more, have shoulder involvement as priority. So that's my rationale for this exercise order. So this chest move, I've done up to like 5 plates in this machine before. I've put weights on the handles. It's just not controlled, it's just moving it. So I'm not doing 3 plates, but I'm just really controlling it on the way down. I'm really pressing my chest. And I can't tell you, I feel it's so much more doing that. I think going forward in the off season and progressing like this, I'll get so much more development that way. You know, my emphasis here is like, you know, making sure the wrist and elbow are in line at the bottom. So I'm getting good mechanical advantage. I'm not using a lot of tricep. And my seat's hot at the right spot to where my elbow's slightly cocked in a little bit, just for shoulder safety. But same thing with this one. I hit 2 sets. First set will be 8 to 10 reps, failure, back down. Like I usually drop 30 to 40% of the weight off to hit something that's above 15 reps. So I'm dropping down to 2 plates now. So wrapped up on the carrying press, hit a set of 8 and a set of 13. So I'm gonna move on for my last chest move that's compound before I move on to like doing some cluster sets. Use Smith machine and flat press. And people give you shit for using Smith machine, but honestly I feel it more than using any barbell or dumbbell. So I stick with it. So it's very controlled and fixed. Some people don't like that, but I can slow down and really focus on the chest like I need to. So same protocol as these other moves. Set of 8 to 10, back off and weight, set of 15. So just trying to improve in different rep ranges because they both have different stimuluses for hypertrophy. So you need heavy loading, but you need metabolic stress as well. So that's why I'm having these top sets and back off sets to take advantage of both stimuluses. I feel like I'm getting a good chest contraction. Stepping these, usually have my middle finger on the ring. At the bottom, you want to make sure that wrist and elbow are 90 degrees with the ground, straight up and down. Bring the bar about sternum level. Just main thing is just thinking about contracting your chest. You just have to actually think about it. You should use a lot less weight. I'm using a lot less weight today. All right, next thing I'm gonna move on to is superset. So I still log these, and I really want to emphasize the importance of logging your workouts. It's the true way to have some type of acute measure that you're making progress and you're adding tissue. Because the off season's usually slow, and sometimes you're not seeing a lot of change week to week in pictures. But the one thing you know, if you could potentially be adding tissue, is you're adding strength on. You're adding weight, reps in the gym, and over time that should be developing into more tissue. So if you don't log, you'll have no clue if you're actually improving. Because I forget, people try to remember, but you won't. At least log like your first movements. So your first movements of the day should be your main compound lifts, you're rotating out, that you're really looking for strength improvements. And then as you get on to your supersets or drop sets or high rep work, that's more metabolic purpose. You don't necessarily need to log that as much because you won't see the progression like you will in your first main moves. So definitely log the first ones. And you know, it's important too for tracking your volume and your workload, so you know if you're able to even handle more volume over time, because that is one thing in the literature that's very, very closely associated with hypertrophy, is total volume. So, you know, I modify my volume throughout the year depending on what I'm doing. If I'm in prep, I'll decrease in training volume. Bring up certain muscle groups, I'll add volume to them and back off on other stronger body parts. So if you're not logging, you'll have no idea. So log your workouts. It's so important to track progress. Superset I'm doing is a pec deck fly, an isolation for chest, and supersetting with an isolation for front delt. So when I was on prep, I was just doing a superset for just chest, doing isolation for chest and compound for chest. So I took out that compound to drop volume back on chest and added in a front delt movement. So volume got increased a little bit for front delt. For logging, I use my phone. I have Excel on my iPhone. I have an Excel spreadsheet So I have every workout on there, all the exercises. I have a row for the weights I use, the sets, reps I use, and then when I'm in here, I can just copy paste it over, and it's so easy for me to look back that way. I got tired of using like a notebook and pages falling out and trying to flip back like 20 pages to an old workout. So fucking done with that and just using technology. So did 3 rounds here. Try to aim for 15 to 20 reps in that first set and hit failure. In my second and third set, the reps are naturally going to drop just because of accumulating fatigue. So like for instance on the last set of my cable front raise, I only hit 8 reps. So I went from like 16 reps down to 8. So that's how it should be if you are training all out. And that's why I am only doing like 2 sets or 3 sets. Like it's plenty volume if you're truly trained to failure. So I'm moving on to side delt. So I have 2 exercises that I'll do. It varies every workout, but what I am doing for then when I train them is using the newbie machine. So it's electrical muscle stimulation and can recruit that area very, very well and cause tissue lengthening as well. But the amount of muscle damage you can cause with this is so much greater. It's hard, like delts can take a lot of volume, and this can probably do 4 times the amount of volume that you could do on your own. So like 1 set equals like 4 sets. So I can hit my 4 work sets for side delts and they'll be just totally fried, and I can specifically target that area with the machine. So for the whole off season, I'm just gonna use the new fit machine to train side delts. All right, sorry guys, like we can't film this because Renee's filming and she has to hold the pads on me, so we're just out of J3 staffing right now to do it. But I'll tell you, for the side lateral raises, I just went to failure with 30s, so I hit like 10 to 12 reps and just did 10 partials from the bottom. So just moving a little bit out of the bottom. Pad placement on these, so you see the black sends the most current. So I have a black in the middle, on the bottom, and then reds on the side. So the most you can use the machine is 8 pads. So I have 8 pads, and for side delts I can use it at 100% voltage. So this is basically as high as you can go for doing side delts. So I did three work sets. I'll do 2 work sets on this, so that's 1 extra work set that I did last time because I really didn't get sore from it. So we'll add another extra work set and more pads. So definitely should feeling it this time. So I'll do the lateral machine raise and just try to hit something around 15 reps on my first set and stay with the same weight and go to failure again. Okay, so I wrapped up side delts, do 2 sets on the lateral machine raise. So that's it for shoulders and chest. Move on to triceps, which arms are a stronger point, so I don't do a lot of volume on them. I just usually do a superset at the end, which today I'm doing overhead dumbbell tricep extension on the incline bench. Which dumbbells, I like them because you can move in a good position that feels right for your wrists and elbows. And then I go straight into body weight dips, just a failure, which you get, of course, triceps, but also chest and shoulders as a secondary muscles that are trained too, so I get a little bit of extra volume on them. Do 3 rounds here. Try to hit like 15 reps on the overhead extensions, and then just as many as I can get body weight, which at this point usually it's not a lot. So, but anyway, that wraps up my rebound phase of shoulder, chest, and tris. If you have questions, leave them in the description below. Happy to answer them. Check out my blog. I'll be posting my workouts, my diet, everything that I'm doing for this rebound phase. Any coaching services, look at my website too. I coach all divisions for weight training, diet, subs, it all. Talk to you guys next time.